Like I said, I saw it on Wednesday. It's so good. You're breaking records at this theater.
Apparently.
And on the charts, #1 on the Broadway charts. You're sharing the charts with Taylor Swift globally.
I know.
I mean, what did it mean to be able to record this cast album so that everyone can hear these incredible songs?
I think you should take this one first.
I mean, everyone knows that I'm the biggest Funny Girl fan. I've been listening to the soundtrack for as long as I can remember. So to have the opportunity to go into the recording studio, it's an honor and dream come true in and of itself, doing it here every night. But to be in the studio and to really put this down, you know, and cement it for people to listen to for, you know, for forever was so incredible. And we did it during a very, not that things aren't always busy here, but it was a busy time around the holiday season, so sort of all happened in a little bit of a blur, at least for me. I mean, we did a Sunday show and then went straight to the recording studio afterwards, which, thinking about it now, was not the best idea.
No, but it was. I liked it because it was just you and me.
It was fun.
There's an intimacy about that, and that was fun to kind of like start laying down the groundwork.
But it's nice now, like weeks later, months later, to be able to acknowledge what we did and celebrate this album.
Yeah, and everyone gets to take the show home with them, which is really special.
Yeah.
So it's amazing that you all were able to record this for everyone. And you two have the best chemistry. And you only rehearsed like 3 times before the real deal.
And me,
I think so.
Together?
Yeah. And then you got COVID, and then you were gone for a while, like right before. So we actually didn't see each other for a big stretch of time right before I started the show. So.
Our first actual run-through, full run-through with orchestra was your first performance.
Right.
Wow. You're calling this like a perfect storm. So are you a big Lea Michele fan? Have you been following her all these years?
I am a big Lea Michele fan now. I never saw Glee prior to this, and obviously I knew the name, but you know what I love more is, as much as the artist, I love the person, and we just get on like
Got very
house
lucky.
on fire.
Yeah, it was really great.
No, the chemistry is magic. It really is. I feel like you all have known each other your whole lives, just having seen you two on stage together.
That's so sweet.
Well, that felt like that from day one. I felt there was a shorthand right away, a comfort, and I was just like,
I feel like we're sort of born from the same musical theater cloth of the shows that we love and the material that we love as far as like on the stage, and so and we're just old theater folks.
Well, you've sang all these songs before. You said this is a dream come true for you. Do you feel like Fanny Brice is really in your bones, that you were born to play this role?
Oh man, I mean, I do think that there is so many parts of who she is and what this show is. Yeah, it is such a part of me, not only because of what I've done on Glee and how much of the body of work I did on Glee, but just, like I said, watching the film and listening to the album. It was Michael Mayer, who's our director, who told me to watch the movie Funny Girl when I was, I think, 20 years old. I was going through a breakup, and he was like, you need to watch this movie. And then I went home and I watched it in the same day. I think I watched it 3 times. And so it's just been so special for me. And so now to be in this production, which Michael directed, it's just such a wild full circle moment.
And Barbara literally gave you the thumbs up. She sent you a golden envelope. What did it mean to get that seal of approval from the OG?
It was wild. Well, first, I've said this before, but I didn't believe it was real, so I snuck into his room when he wasn't there and found his letter from Barbra Streisand and checked the writing to make sure that it was the same. Because I was like, that would have been the best prank ever if someone just sent me a fake Barbra Streisand letter. Really smart person, but also quite cruel. No, I mean, it was incredible. I cried. I like filmed myself opening this letter, and now I hide it in my safe with a lock of my son's hair, which is not weird at all. Just a letter from Barbra Streisand and some of my son's hair. I think that for me, like obviously getting her seal of approval means so much, but I think more than anything, just being accepted and supported by this cast and our audience every night, that like truly means the world to me.
Yeah, well, Ramin, you got a letter too. So, and you performed with Barbara, right?
I did, yeah.
When are we getting her out here to see the show? That would be huge. She's obviously a fan of yours as well.
I don't know.
I don't think I would survive.
Yeah, we wouldn't let you know.
You would. Well, I would see her for sure.
Well, that's the problem, and I think that's what she...
I see everyone in the audience.
I think she would be uncomfortable with that, too, because I think a lot of people would be waiting for her reactions, like, let her watch the show.
Right, no, that's true. So maybe it's best that she just...
Yeah.
I would be so scared. A couple of weeks ago, I thought I saw her in the audience, and I physically, like, what I love so much about this show is it's the first job I've ever done where I want to know who's here, because it's really interactive, and the audience is another like member of our cast, and we go on this fun journey together. And but no, I think if it were her, I would be really, you know, scared.
Well, you've had a lot of support.
Yes.
A lot of your friends, like Emma Roberts, Hilary Duff, Jamie Lee Curtis, they've
Yeah.
all come out to see this show. What have been their reactions, and what does that mean to you to have all your friends coming out?
It's the best. I mean, a lot of my friends, especially from LA, never got to really be a part of like this part of my life. So to have them see what I've been doing since I'm 8 years old, and this you know, thing that I love so much is really just the best.
And like you said, you're doing 7 shows, you're doing 8 shows. It's a grueling schedule, and the talent that's required of Broadway performers is next level. Lea, you know, you're a mom, you have a family. How are you balancing all of that?
Oh man, I mean, I'm doing my best, and Ramin knows he has 2 kids, and so it's a great schedule in some ways, having a kid. Like I do drop off every day at school, pick my son up. I do get to have like a good chunk of time in the morning, but it's hard. I've had some sleepless nights recently, and I've had to come to work, be like, if I just say the wrong words, just like, please help me. So it's nice to have the support. But he came the other night to the show, which was so cool. My husband snuck him in just for the finale, and I started to sing, and I looked over, and they were right there, and I could barely get the words out. It was more emotional than my opening night, and then he got to meet the cast, he got to meet Ramin and some other cast members, and just to kind of connect some of the dots maybe for him of like, this is where mommy's going. So January 15th will be like, it was the first time he saw me on Broadway, which was pretty awesome.